Well, I wished we could have held it earlier, and I'm very, very sympathetic and almost empathic with the students who wanted to who want to practice. Even I wanted to practice the day I was enrolled. I understand their feelings, and I want to tell each one of them that I care for you. I understand your feelings, but I want to now explain to you why circumstances have dictated this kind of a time schedule. The first is, every student must know we don't have just 50, 60 law colleges in this country. The numbers are almost mind-boggling. You've got 913. Someone else says it's 999. I still do not know, but it's 913, I assume, which are the law colleges. Now, the dates of publication of results are different in different law colleges. This is something over which we do not have any control. Now, you have some of the national law schools and leading law schools which actually publish the results by the end of June. Now, as a result of it, if suppose we have an examination which is close to the declaration of the publication of results and immediate enrollment, we are looking at an examination taking place in July. The result is that majority of the law students who pass out of law colleges, whose results would have been declared much later and who would be getting enrolled sometime in August or September, will lose out on taking the examination. It will then look as if the Bar Council is giving some discriminatory advantage to people who pass out of the national law schools as against people who belong to the other law colleges. So we had to take a bandwidth of time within which the results would be declared, after which we decided that the students must get enrolled. Now, we also know, as practitioners and familiar with the affairs of the various state bar councils, that enrollment does not take place in a day or 2 days. In some cases, the enrollment committee meets within an interval of 2 weeks, in some cases within 3 weeks, and sometimes it takes even more than that. So we wanted to see that all the people who pass out and get their results must be in a position to get enrolled. Now, after the enrollment is over, there has to be an application for being registered for the examination. So we wanted this to take place simultaneously. So we decided that from the 15th of July, the application forms for the examination would be made available, and there would be adequate copies of these application forms with each of the state bar councils. There will be no shortage of copies. All this would be actually even available on the website for viewing. The application form will also contain the address at which the course material has to be sent. We have tied up with various courier agencies which have assured us that as soon as the packet is sealed and handed over, they would take immediate steps to see that the course material reaches the student concerned. Now, the course material has been prepared with a great deal of care by various academics, various practitioners, putting pieces together, and it tests the knowledge on fundamental or compulsory subjects and also indicates what are the other subjects from which the questions would be asked. Now, this entire process of dispatch and receipt of the course material would take us towards the end of September. Now, I know there are very bright students in the law colleges. They can say we can take the exam with just a click of fingers, but we must be alive to the requirement of people who are studying law at different levels in different parts of the country and who are not taking it in the English language to have an opportunity to go through the course material. We have taken assiduous pains in seeing that the course material is translated, and we're going to have the examination in 8 different languages. We hope over a period of the next 2 years we will be able to get the examination conducted only in English, but for which purpose again the Bar Council in collaboration with the academic community and the universities, will have to undertake, shall we say, additional courses for the purpose of training in the English language, and particularly legal and forensic English. After you have the course material in your hand and you have, say, at least 6 weeks to run past it, 2 weeks would not be a fair time. We then decided that we'll have the examination, but it will be an open book exam, because the questions are going to be actually generated through a modern process, and it would really be a fair, transparent and a foolproof examination. That's why we were pushed into December. I must tell each one of the members of the student community that I care for them, and you must understand that these are somewhat painful decisions which we have to take, and we have to make a start somewhere. And if we had not gone through this particular process, we would not have been fair either to the student community, or we would not have been fair to the academic community. We have to be fair to everyone concerned, and we decided that there must be no compromise on the quality of the examination. It is not a hasty examination. It's well thought out, well organized logistically, and those logistics are going to be explained to the State Bar Councils in the meeting which we are going to have on the 3rd of July, and in the subsequent interactions between the Directorate of Legal Education and the associates of the Directorate of Legal Education with the State Bar Councils. So I think we are on the right path. I feel very sorry for the law student in losing out this time, but remember, you always can wear a black tie, and remember, these months may be your most important and creative months in being able to read, even to greater inner preparation and even greater ideation to practice as a lawyer. And I think our legal community, including the students, would be willing to do something in the long-term interests of the profession. Most importantly, it is in their interest. It is in their estimation. It is for the benefit of their public esteem that this exam is there.